You're watching Worldwide Exchange, bringing you business news from around the globe.
The U.S. and European economies are in the dumps, as we were just discussing. How can countries create growth? Our next guest says the answer is innovation in technology, medicine, computer science. All of those need to lead the way. Joining us now is Erel Margalit, managing partner at Jerusalem Venture Partners from New York. Erel, what are you guys doing specifically to encourage this innovation?
Well, I've established JVP 18 years ago, and I can tell you that Israel moved from an older economy into the fastest growing knowledge economy, and innovation has really been the word, as you say. In the 90s, we were building the technology infrastructure for the world, with defense technologies moving to something like optics and wireless and large software systems. But today, a lot of what we're focusing on is the consumer, as he or she is called, but it's really the individual. And here we need applications. We need to add to the engineers, artists and writers and advertisers and a lot of additional disciplines. And innovation today in Israel is really leading the economy to be much stronger than many other places.
Erel, that may be the case, but Japan is also an extremely innovative country. Certainly has been leading the way with regards to new technologies over the years, and that still isn't the swing factor. That still isn't enough. So why should we think that that this is going to be the way out for some of these economies that are plagued by much bigger problems?
Well, the younger people are trying to tell people in Japan or in Europe, they're trying to tell their leaders not only to solve their fiscal problems, but they're trying to tell them, we have ideas, we have innovation, support us. One of our latest companies, ClickTech, which we started with, it started in Sweden, actually, with Israeli support and American support, and it's now an American, Swedish, European, international company. It has shown the growth in a big way and revolutionized the way business intelligence is being done today across the world. And so it's not only about the core technology, it's also about the willingness of the individuals and the government to support people daring and starting a company in a place where failure needs to be understood. Sometimes you need to start and see how it goes. And we are a country of immigrants, and immigrants always have nothing to lose but only to gain.
Patrick, do you have a question?
Yes, Erel, the benefits of technology and it's moving the global economy, the advanced economies forward cannot be disputed. But do you fear a sort of Luddite reaction because of the secular decline in employment levels that we've been seeing around the world, particularly in the advanced economies?
I think that even the world of technology needs to move to the next phase. People are focusing on core technologies, but today it's moving from a technology revolution to a cultural revolution. If you look at what Facebook did or what some of the other companies are doing, if you look at one of our companies that is working with Lionsgate to take a computer, to take a film and to turn it into a social computer game, it's Hunger Games, you're seeing that you need to bring new concepts to what was thought about as technology. Technology today needs to not only be in industrial zones, it needs to come into the cities and bring them back to life. It needs to bring energy into many of the places that are feeling that their energy has moved elsewhere. And I think that if the leaders understand that, if they connect to the younger people, if they give the incentives, if they understand that options, stock options need capital gain tax rates and not income tax rates, if they give them the chance, they will see that they will come up with some of the best ideas that investors should be supporting.
Erel, what are at the end of the day, investors to support these people will still be looking to realize their investments at some point. So what's it like exiting investments that you may have made earlier on?
Well, I can tell you that it's not easy to take a company public right now, but we had companies like Chromatis that was we were very fortunate to sell for $4.8 billion, or last year Click, as I was talking about, over $2 billion, where we invested just a few million to create it. And 2 months ago we sold to EMC Extreme IO in the storage space, which was a company that was 2.5 years old and was sold for $430 million. So when you have big concepts, big ideas, when the world world of education needs to change, when the world of media is moving from broadcasting to interactive, innovators around the world have things to do. And governments need to listen. The younger people have ideas. Europeans have ideas. Israel's coming to New York and to Hollywood and to other places to marry the excellence on the creative side with the technology and to bring this message to the younger generation, because that's where a lot of the innovation and a lot of the growth is going to occur in the next few years. And I'm glad that Israel's focused on it.
All right, that was Erel Margalit joining us from Jerusalem Venture Partners out of New York for us this morning. Erel, thanks very much on all of that. Venture capitalism is such a tricky industry, Ross.
Yeah.
But now we want to just bring you some live pictures from Brussels.